might see some fireworks here. Bonomo has Negreanu covered. Negreanu with ace-king.
And Negreanu probably just puts this in here.
Absolutely massive implications here, as we are likely to see a massive coin flip
there it
between
is.
two of the most accomplished tournament players in the history of the game. A snap call from Justin Bonomo, and we have the fairest of all fights, ace-king versus queens, at the final table of the PGT Last Chance event number 1.
Bonomo has Negreanu covered. Not by much, but he does have him covered, so Negreanu is the player at risk here.
Whoever wins this is going to be among the favorites to take this one down. If Bonomo loses, he's also going to be left with hardly any chips. Let us know in the chat who you're rooting for. Massive coin flip playing out here inside the PokerGO studio. Queens for Bonomo, ace-king for Negreanu. Here comes the flop. King, Jack, 5, 2 hearts. Negreanu has the bigger heart, but more importantly, flops top pair, top kicker, and the frown on Bonomo's face says it all. Turn card. The 4 of hearts. Hearts not in play. Bonomo looking for one of the 2 remaining queens in the deck. Nearly 3 million chips in the middle here. Can Bonomo find it? It is not there. Daniel Negreanu secures a massive double up here, courtesy of Justin Bonomo. Absolutely enormous pot here, with 5 remaining players at this final table. $218,000 up for grabs for the winner. The pain of losing a flip will always outweigh the joy of winning one. And if you're watching us on YouTube, please don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel. We have 19 days of streaming over the course of the next month, so turn on the notification bell so you know when we are live.
All in here from Jonathan Cohen, 2 9s, and Bonomo.
Bonomo does go for it with his 6s. And Negreanu finds ace-jack of spades.
2 for 1.
660.
660.
Negreanu's got chips now to take a shot here if he wants to. Looks like he's getting out the exact amount of the 660. That is the larger shove from Cohen. Negreanu does make the call.
Wow.
Smilkovic out of the way, folding one of those jacks. Masashi folds 2 spades. Here we go. 3-way all in. Jonathan Cohen and Justin Bonomo are at risk versus Daniel Negreanu.
Wow, could this be the start of a turnaround as it pertains to Daniel Negreanu on the live felt? 2023 was not his year. 2024 could be off to a hot start if he sends 2 players to the rail here right after doubling through Justin Bonomo. Negreanu, of course, has both these players covered by a wide margin, looking for an ace or a jack or some spades. Let's see the flop. It is 4-7-3. Favorable flop for Cohen.
Not bad for Bonomo, all things considered. You know, he adds a 5 there. Could make a straight now.
Yeah, Cohen looking for the knockout and the double up all at the same time. Turn card is the queen of spades. It is paint. It is spades, but it is not what Negreanu was looking for. Outs remain unchanged. Bonomo looking for a 5 or a 6. Negreanu looking for an ace or a jack. River card is the 5 of clubs, and Justin Bonomo triples up by making a straight on the river.
But Daniel here.
Oh my God.
Ace, king on the button.
What more can you wish for in tournament play than to pick up a monster right after having taken the lead here during the heads-up portion of the tournament? And Jack 10 rolls off the deck.
And Negreanu limped in on the button pre-flop. Smilkovic checked the jack deuce.
Wow. Smilkovic smashes this flop. Perhaps Negreanu saving grace here that he only has a gut shot at this point.
And Negreanu betting here, but likely going to call a check raise. He's got enough of a hand here to be able to continue with this one. His hand could also just be good, right? You know, there are some hands that Smilkovic might just be betting. Maybe Daniel thinks there's a chance that, you know, the ace or the king are good as well.
A queen, of course, would seal it here for Negreanu. There's still, of course, the outside chance that Smilkovic could have hit a full house in that case, but at this point of the hand, a queen is the only card that can save Negreanu.
See what sort of sizing Smilkovic wants to come with here. Going a little bit larger here. Looks like 1.3.
Does Negreanu still think that his hand can be strong here?
Yeah, I mean, there are some hands in Smilkovic's range where he's going to check raise that include, you know, backdoor clubs that can turn some additional equity, right?
Negreanu seriously considering something here, facing a bet of 1.3 million. Not too long ago, Negreanu was down to just a few big blinds. Now all of a sudden, contemplating playing an enormous pot here. And we can see that he only has 4 outs against the trips of his opponent. Negreanu, oh wow, he moves all in.
Jack, you win probably.
Yep. Smilkovic snaps it off,
Need a queen.
and Daniel Negreanu looking for a queen and a queen only to win this one. If the queen doesn't come, Smilkovic will have a massive chip lead, and all of a sudden, the roles will reverse. 4 outs for Kit Poker to seal the deal here. Only 9% chance, though. Massive long shot for Negreanu to take this one down. River card. Is a queen!
Oh, there it
I'm gonna
is!
win this one. I just felt it. Lucky year. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. I don't know what I'm doing on the turn. He said, if you got a jack, take my money. Yeah, I win. Cool. Nice. So first time I won the first tournament of the year.
Headphones and hoodie on for Helmy.
Just
trying
one
to
of the
hide from
kids.
us. Negreanu opening here with the ace-queen suited. Seidel with 2 queens right off the bat. Negreanu starting this hand with under 30 bigs.
Potential disaster looming for Negreanu.
Seidel's 3-bet is to 22K. Negreanu's hand just so good.
So good.
Hijack versus button.
Really
There's the
awkward
jam,
spot.
there's the call, and here we go. Daniel Negreanu all in and at risk on hand number 1 of our coverage. If he finds a way, he's up to more than 180,000.
60, 70, 85, 87.5.
Negreanu won
Is
the
the ace
first
coming,
PGT
Daniel?
Last
I think
Chance
so.
event. Feeling it. About a 2-to-1 donk.
I kind of do too.
Gonna need some help here. Seidel unfazed. Jack 8-7 with no spades, not the type of flop Negreanu would like to see. Backdoor straight draw does exist. For now, needs an ace. Doesn't find it on the turn.
Nobody's got clubs. I don't have clubs. I have spades.
Needs an ace to stay alive in the PGT Championship. It doesn't find
GG,
it.
y'all.
It's another jack. GG indeed. to Daniel Negreanu.
Just short, sweet departure. Negreanu out of here, hand number 1, and here comes the snowman that is Hellmuth.
Good luck.
We lost one great player. So we got a few left though.
I mean, he hasn't.
I
I know he lost that pot there, but he hasn't
825,
too many kind of like big
75.
blows. That was almost like the biggest, and even that was relatively
At
small.
1.2.
And he immediately picks up 2 jacks here, so it's it's right back to it, raising under the gun.
Donnie, of course, we all know pocket jacks, trouble hand.
I'm making a run for the bed.
We've all
tricky.
We've all lost plenty of tournaments or cash buy-ins with pocket jacks. Of course, Negreanu, he's on a different level. Let's see how this hand plays out as Zobian, who is known for his aggression, does a little bit of calculations here, but does decide to throw that queen 10 off into the muck now, down to both blinds. And Alex Foxen looking at that hand, or at least close to it, that he just mentioned about the GTO Wizards of the world going for pure aggression with a suited ace, especially if it's a wheel card. So ace 4 of spades here. Foxen going to take a conservative approach, and he just makes the call. Queen, deuce, deuce. Some backdoors there for Foxen. Negreanu sees that one overcard. But Donnie, you don't have to immediately be scared of the queen, right?
No. I mean, you don't have to, but you also don't have to just ignore it completely and just come out firing, Negreanu does elect to check back. 6 on the turn here. Might be a spot where, okay, Alex is going to check. At some point, I would think Negreanu's going to bet at this. As long as he gets a clean run out, I would consider a 6 on the turn there, 8 on the river. Pretty clean for him, so if Alex does bet here, Negreanu's got just too much of a hand to fold. He'll likely call, and if Alex does decide to check again, you could certainly see Negreanu trying to get a little bit of value here.
And you can tell by the motion and the facial expression that Negreanu is still very much involved in trying to make a bet, and he does so quickly, of course, but sometimes you'll see players sort of relax and ease up when they are closing the action, indicating that there's not going to be a bet or a raise. In this case, Negreanu quick with the bet, bets 85K. If you're Foxen here, Don, you're trying to see and figure out if Negreanu is going to bluff with worse here.
I think it might be hard for him to be bluffing with worse here, just
Jacks.
because I feel like he would have bet already if he had, I don't know, a 9-10, something like that, right?
I don't know. It's tricky.
I mean, it's obviously a 1. No.
Back here, I might have won.
I did that the other day, actually. I didn't realize my stack because there was...
So this is a real hand.
You
We
win.
were playing
And now
a
you have
heads-up
more.
tournament in Vienna, okay? Amarillo slims up against this businessman amateur, right? He opens ace-king. The guy 3-bets, he calls. Comes king-7 deuce. The guy just open ribs. And Slim goes, all right, let's go. As he does that, the guy turns over 3 kings, right? It's a different kind of poker. And Slim goes, I said, let's go. On to the next hand. I wouldn't call that man on the telephone. He said he was going to fold. And then he got away with it because he said, all right, let's go. Guy turned his hand up.
Wow.
Look, the ace-king.
Wow.
I wouldn't call that man on the telephone.
Back then.
Loved last week following along with the 2010 WSOP
You ever
again
gone
on
to
a
the
daily
Seminole
schedule.
Series or the Hard Rock?
I think I went one time.
Yeah.
That was enough. I was annoyed. I got annoyed. I sent a wire.
Oh,
It was there. And they're like, well, he doesn't have your name on it. I'm like, what do you think? I'm a random dude who just walked up? Like, can I get 100K credit? And they were like, it was just such a hassle. I got tilted.
it's so bad. Yeah. We've had the same issues. I think everyone has.
But yeah, Ken, we're going to keep posting more WSP throwbacks. We're just trying to warm you all up for the upcoming World Series of Poker by posting some more of that throwback stuff. As Negreanu raises it up here with 8-6 of spades. Foxen comes along with king 9. King 4-3, all diamonds. Foxen again with the best of it. Negreanu perhaps finding the worst possible turn card as he hits a pair of 8s. It's going to be hard for him to beat Foxen's king. He's going to continue firing, though, after Foxen called 100K on the flop. Now on the turn, betting 250.
Curious to see if Daniel has 3 streets in him here. Certainly does look like it might be trending that direction, and if he does pull the trigger here on the river, it's probably going to put Chris and Fox in quite a bit of a pickle.
Almost $1 million in the middle. River card, 3 of spades, pairs the board.
Check.
Looks like
Check.
he's going to be checking behind. Yep.
King.
King's good.
This goes back to what I mentioned earlier about body language. Negreanu on the river, immediately sort of surrendering and going for the check there.
Couple of 10s here for Daniel
He said
Negreanu.
Wow. We could be looking at a massive
Not
coin
folding.
flip situation here.
Debating. Yeah, all in.
You're all in?
Negreanu moves
I was just
all
deciding
in.
whether
Zobian
flop first. Yeah, fair fight.
with the quick call. Called
Looks
for
like
the
we're gonna-
additional 325,000.
What's this?
His
Oh, we're gonna flip. I get it. I was like, what? Looks like we're gonna flip.
That's a very good flipping hand. Right there.
Zobian just breaks out the flip phone out of nowhere. 2 million in the middle. Zobian looking for a king or a queen. Negreanu hoping for his 10s to hold up. Here comes the flop. Big coin flip. Ace in the window. 8-8 behind it. Very good flop for Negreanu right now. Zobian does have backdoor diamonds available
Queen
to him.
spades. Jack of diamonds.
Yeah, Jack of Diamonds, a fun one.
Zobian,
Queen of
6
spades,
outs
Yoko
right now.
Fuka.
Turn card. Deuce of clubs.
The what?
Still
Yoko-
6 outs for
Yoko
Aram
Fuka.
Zobian.
Yoko Fuka.
If he doesn't hit,
Too greedy.
he will be
No, I
our
need it.
4th place finisher. Can he find it, or will he walk to the exit? River card is the 6 of clubs. He cannot find it. Aram Zobian eliminated in 4th place. He takes home $50,000, and Daniel Negreanu rakes in the pot and retakes the chip lead. These two players is almost more or at least equally important to winning the cash, because qualifying for the end of year $1 million free roll gives you a chance to win 500K, which is pretty insane.
You know, as you mentioned earlier, if people want all information about the PGT, PGT.com. And I will say that, you know, coming up January 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, those are 3 satellite days for the PokerGO Cup. On the 22nd and the 23rd, each of those days, there's an $1,100 satellite here at Aria. And then on the 24th is a $560 satellite. Got to get back to the action here, though. Here we go.
Huge pot developing. Negreanu with 3-betting to 560K. Foxen, ace queen offsuit, massive hand here. Donnie, if you're Foxen out of position, are we in 4-bet territory here just to take that initiative?
Yeah, and she might just elect to just 4-bet rip this. I know it's big, but you know, don't want to make things a little bit awkward.
$500
going to-
total?
560.
Okay.
She's gonna just call.
I owe you one.
Yeah.
More than $1 million in the middle, almost 1.2 out there. Negreanu has the inferior hand. He is dominated here, but he has position. So let's see how this one goes.
Donnie, how worried are you right now getting called if you're Negreanu?
I mean, you have to be worried, right? You have to. I think she has a good hand. You know, she's not just getting in there with, you know, random stuff. But you have position, right? And you can see how this one plays out. Now, this sort of board, I think, might favor Negreanu a bit here. He's also got, you know, an interesting little connection here. He's got the ace-4 spades. Some backdoors here. Of course, the immediate inside straight draw.
Wow, he moves all in right away for twice the size of the pot, and Foxen with a snap fold. Daniel Negreanu is on top of his game, realizing that a lot of the time he's going to be up against those types of hands. Ace, king, ace, queen.
Lots, you know, Daniel kind of keeping the damage to a minimum. Which, for you know, for him, somebody who takes that small ball approach a lot of the time, that can pay a lot of dividends down the road.
Out of position here, Negreanu raising to 200K with pocket sevens. Foxen in position with 9-6. That might not be strong enough to come along with, but she is reaching and does make the call. Is position, you know, that much of an advantage here, Donnie, that you can just see a flop?
Yeah, position and also the stack sizes here. I mean, these two are very deep, so if Negreanu was a bit shorter, you know, maybe that 9-6 just finds the muck just because you don't have that, you know, that implied at value to get Negreanu's stack or get a lot of his stack. And now kind of continuing with that train of thought here on the flop, flopping middle pair, you know, she'll probably be enticed to come along here. Negreanu comes with 150 on the flop.
We can see that the sevens are still ahead of the 6.
400.
Foxen here raising it up to 400,000.
Look at this.
This becomes a tough hand to play for Negreanu because he knows that if he calls, he might be subjected to a lot more big decisions on turn and river.
Yeah, and it's a tricky board where, you know, he's got 2 red cards. There's a flush draw out there. There's some different straight possibilities. You know, there's an overcard. So this turn card is going to be extremely interesting. Could certainly change kind of the dynamics of the situation. And with her aggression thrown into the mix, I mean, it's not going to be an easy street here on the turn for Negreanu to play.
Deuce of clubs on the turn gives Foxen a flush draw to go along with her pair. Now, Donnie, we pick up equity, but we still don't have a hand to be super comfortable with, it being a pair of 6s. Is Foxen likely to continue firing here?
I think yeah, I was going to say, I think she might check back, just with that being a club. She just gets there.
Runner clubs here for Kristen Foxen. 1.2 million in the middle. Negreanu left with 2 red 7s.
I'm not sure how much additional money's going to go in here. Maybe Negreanu wants to turn his hand into a bluff here.
600.
Look at that.
Wow, he bet 600,000, turning his pair of 7s into a bluff. Foxen has a flush, but it is the 6 of clubs. But still, Don, you were never folding a flush here, right?
I mean, she could.
Call. I don't have it. I have 7s.
I have a flush.
Oh, you already had it?
No, well, no.
No, I had you. Damn
You
it.
did
Nice.
have me.
Good hand.
I'm
600.
running hot here.
Foxen running
I was like,
hot.
I'm good,
Takes
and then,
a
no, now I'm bluffing.
Yep.
commanding chip lead after winning this hand. 5.6 million.
$165,000 to the winner.
10 seconds.
Can Daniel Negreanu come back? Can he come back?
I mean, Foxen is dominating this match so far. She's also making some hands, which obviously helps, but she's slowly but surely extended her lead here. As we see 9-9-3 on the flop, Negreanu hitting a pair of threes.
$180.
Daniel comes with a check raise here. Foxen makes the call. That's 7-8. You know, wrapped a little bit around the 9. It's also got backdoor clubs.
Yeah, it's the modern game of poker. If you even as much as sort of have a sliver of the flop, you're going to be excited to see the turn. The turn, in this case, not very helpful for Foxen, but still, she has options here. Negreanu with just a pair of threes, not looking too strong.
10 seconds. $175. 175.
No incentive for Foxen to play this slow as she has nothing going for her. But for Negreanu, this is also a terrible situation. You're short, you only have a pair of threes. You know that Foxen can do this with air as well as with strong hands. The fact that it wasn't raised before the flop, perhaps giving Negreanu a bit more confidence. And again, the counterfeit. This happened earlier with kings and queens on board when Daniel hit a pair of sixes. Now kings and nines on board. And Foxen's 8 high is best here. Everything going Foxen's way so far.
She might end up betting this here, just thinking that she needs to bluff at this one.
10 seconds. 550. 550.
All in.
All in. Fold. Nice hand.
Thanks.
Negreanu comes with a
don't know if
check
50 is on
raise
there.
all in.
Wow.
Look at that.
That is insane. Negreanu check raised all in
That
after
would be a sick
Foxen
bluff.
bet 550K.
Nice.
It really was.
Sick. A 3 something?
Deuce 3.
Yeah, I
I
thought you
said
had a
fuck it.
3.
I was like, I don't know. If she has ace high,
Go
she'll
for it.
call. But
Yeah,
if you're
yeah,
bluffing,
yeah.
then you can't call.
Nice hand. I can't call with that.
Like if she has, I figured if you have jack high or something.
Yeah, nice hand. Nice hand.
These two played one of the most exciting hands of the entire final table.
You know, Daniels felt like he's been pretty much on point this entire final table and also during heads-up play. You know, he made a couple good folds during heads-up play. There, he made a good call in heads-up play. Of course, the one that didn't go his way was when he had the 2 red 7s and his bluff got picked off by Kristen Foxen, but still feels like he's pretty dialed in. You can say the same for Kristen Foxen. She also feels extremely dialed in. So it's making for quite an entertaining heads-up battle here. I mean,
120.
they're playing poker. They're deep. It's fun. Limped pot here.
Call.
Both players flopping a pair. Negreanu's pair is second best, but he's got that 5 working for a gut shot straight draw. And he calls Foxen's bet. 7 on the turn. It's another heart. Neither player with a heart. 480K out there in the middle. Foxen's first, and she checks. We'll see if Negreanu wants to bet at this one, or if he just wants to check back and, in the words of Brent Hanks, take that equity to the dome. He does check back 6 on the river. Now trips for Kristen Foxen.
Check.
$240.
240.
Half pot here from Daniel. Can't imagine Kristen is ever folding this hand, so she's going to be debating between calling or raising here. Just hit 4,000 likes on the video. Appreciate you guys over on the YouTube channel.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. I did say I'll drop 20 YouTube community memberships at 5,000 likes, so
950.
we're trending that way. Raise here from Kristen Foxen, 550. Kind of smallish here. See if Daniel can find another disciplined fold here. Maybe there might be some possibility he's got other plans in mind. I don't know now that he's. I thought she said raise to 550. It's 950. My fault on that. I thought I heard her say 550.
Big raise from Foxen with trips. Negreanu considering making a big call here. Wow, he makes the call.
Jack 6.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Kristen Foxen
950,
rakes
right?
in a
Yep.
huge one.
I feel like we should put money in the trophy and like
Yes,
100% overflows.
100%.
Fill it up with some gold coins or something. Let's go.
Whenever I see a gold trophy and I see Daniel Negreanu, I think back of when he won the PokerGO Cup event and he drank from the cup.
All right, we're back, chat. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. We're back. Let's go. Audio's working. Everything is going smooth. We got Negreanu versus Fox, and it's been an awesome stream already. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And we got
Could be trouble.
yeah,
here
I was
for
going to say
Daniel.
we got King and King. Negreanu with King and 9, Foxen with King 3, flopping 2 pair. This hand started out so friendly. It was a limped pot. It was check on the flop. Now on the turn, Foxen bets 200K. Negreanu clearly going to value his king here. You can't fault him, Donnie, for thinking this is going to be an awesome chance to double up.
Yeah, and he's also got that 9 there, which blocks the Jack 9 straight possibility. Don't think Kristen would have an ace Jack because she's probably raising that pre-flop. So he's got to feel pretty good overall. 700K out there. He's got 1.68 million behind. Let's see what sort of sizing she wants to come with. Wonder if there's ever any world where she just 2.5x or 2.25x rips this in. 1 million. Look at that.
Wow.
So that is the overbet.
Spidey senses say this isn't good for me, but if I fold this, they'll laugh at me. 1 million. Man, I'm so dead. How can I be dead though? What the fuck is this?
It's like he knows it.
Wow.
Oh, I had you had me. I had king 9.
Yeah.
I was like king 9.
Oh, wow, yeah. No,
Blew it either way.
You got to listen to your gut, Daniel. Your gut is always right. Donnie, the flashbacks to like the 2005 World Series of Poker. Kristen Foxen, though, we got to give her some credit. Ever since Heads Up Play started, she has played flawlessly.
We've got a pink
I'd like to say.
That's probably enough.
Oh,
and a 4 cross. I don't know what it is, but we'll find out.
All
Here we go.
450. I've got. Oh, then I must have
paint and a 4 cross.
All right.
9. Yeah.
King 9
450
versus
this time.
Jack 6.
Okay.
Negreanu a favorite here to double up. And that's the problem with how big these
spades
blinds
and
are.
not too many.
He just doubled up to $1 million, and now he can double up to $1 million again. So sort of stuck in neutral. He's going to need a run of double ups, and here's the flop. Oh, Jack in the middle there. And Foxen now 2 cards away from winning this event. Daniel Negreanu looking for a king and a king only, or
We can leave early.
backdoor cards to make a straight. Turn card.
Called from the 10.
10.
Look at that.
That gives him a ton of
Hey,
outs.
7. Queen, king. That's all. Easy peasy.
7, queen, king, 11 outs for Negreanu. He's going to need to hit. Kristen Foxen 1 card away from taking it down. River card.
9.
The 9 of diamonds.
Good game.
And
You
Foxen
played great.
Thank you. You too.
fun.
Wins
I
it.
ran amazing. Thank you.
Kristen Foxen collects $165,000
I got punished
for
for
his
value betting
efforts.
thin.
Oh, which one?
When it came
Oh,
like
yeah,
when you had the
yeah,
3,
yeah,
I had
yeah.
4-5 that hand.
Yeah.
Negreanu with 2 9s opens here on the button.
Oh, premium for the button. Oh, no.
Speaking of premiums, Jesse Lonis has the premium in the small blind. Trouble brewing for Negreanu against such an aggressive player who just so happens to be chip leader as well. Button versus small blind.
380.
Raise 380.
Shaq will have to get out of the way with such a pretty hand, you might imagine.
10 seconds.
You would imagine. We'll flick in a time extension, though, for an additional 30 seconds to act.
You know, and this sort of posturing is not normal for Dan. So Daniel's mind is thinking, okay, Danshek has a very good hand. He automatically is probably starting to question Jesse Lowe's. Can he just be light? Ace X, King X suited. So he's gathering all of this information right now that's going to lead to further decisions. And as we can see, a big one is now escalating. Here we go.
880K in the pot. Negreanu about double that behind. 1083. 2 spades, which Jesse does have covered.
Yeah, this
It'd
is
be tough to get away
really tricky texture for Daniel to now continuing to navigate. It's seemingly a good board for him. No Broadway cards.
He knew better.
There's not a lot of random 10s that Jesse can have. Maybe Jack 10 suited, Queen 10 suited, King 10 suited type holdings.
245.
Think of any table.
There is the down bet. This is trouble for Negreanu. Look at the price now being laid.
Anywhere in the country.
That's a good place to run the best.
Yeah, it is.
And you just got to get here more often.
It's true. It's true. I got here. I didn't come here with much.
Yeah.
Cannot get away just yet.
I'm like average on this table.
Turn is the 5 of hearts.
Good at the 15s and below, bad at the 25s.
Yeah, that's not the way to do it.
I'm working on it.
Yeah. The above 15s that were going down. Like
I know, they don't exist.
They're pulling the 50.
I hate
they know
that.
it's it?
Pull the 50.
Probably been buried a million years.
Some guys spent $1 million. I mean, they would know.
One.
Yeah? Wouldn't it be like totally...
Most of the 25s even.
575?
Like
decomposed.
Leads once again, this time for 575K.
I agree. But
Still rather.
That's crazy.
But like I'd rather, yeah, 2 25s and a 50.
Probably wasn't a big airplane.
25.
No.
Right, of
Big
course.
difference.
It's a big
number of buy-ins.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That would get destroyed quickly.
But we'll see. I mean,
it's
one good thing about the way that it is now is that I think that more people will play the 10s because they feel like they have a better chance of like winning the leaderboard.
100. I mean, I would think.
And you can like I think the turnouts.
I'm gonna go with the German thing. I have very bad combo to call with. What's a really bad combo to call with? That's a good hand. Fold.
Spade and a heart in his hand.
One heart, one spade.
The bluffs that
Ace Queen off.
Jesse could continue.
Sevens. Nines.
I was gonna say
nines was my next guess.
Nines with a heart and a spade.
I would have needed a 9 to win.
Nine, even more German.
Jack of clubs.
That's why we call him the tank.
I have 5-10 effective.
Thank you.
Effective.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Hold the heads
Okay,
up.
me and Brock. Me and Brock. Does he have it? Does he have it? Does he have this
he has a
jam?
king in his hand.
You qualify.
I have the guts.
You have the guts.
Yes,
Oh,
the
you got the
guts
guts
to
hand
do
to hand. Let's see. Let's put together.
Doesn't need a hand.
Nothing across. It's either very good or very
no,
bad.
not good news for Brock.
And then a paint. So we're like, if it's okay, we're
flip.
We're 50-50.
Okay.
You're dead.
There's the call with the ace queen. Brock not dead. He has the king.
I had a feeling ace queen was
not a 2-to-1 dog.
Really?
Right? I was like.
Well, yeah, nothing across.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
Billion in the middle. If Brock can find a way.
So more than 30% of the time,
not
you
dead.
win
I
with the
thought you
king
said-
deuce.
Yeah,
No, I
ace
just
queen.
said a paint.
That's trouble.
Paint,
You
yeah. How
gotta-
much of ace? I said paint.
I didn't process.
You got to hit him with that's a
You
problem.
got the same situation Dan had.
You got a live king. A wired
That's
king.
a problem.
All right,
Queen
that
9
is the problem.
7, 2 spades.
Well,
A couple
you got
backdoor
spades,
draws.
right?
Yeah.
Emerged
That's
for
a good
Brock.
flop.
Optimistic.
The turn is the 5 of spades.
I've done this before.
He's played this game before.
Always be weird. Got a lot out.
Looking for a spade or a king to stay alive. It's the jack of spades.
Oh my goodness.
How much? I had a feeling like you said that.
I got a good deck read.
I thought I was going to win that one. I don't know.
Look at the Mallard
That's why I
high
called.
flush. What just
Told you
Oh,
everyone's
happened?
good here.
Just 2 players have more than 20 bigs at this point. Chips are going to have to start working their way into the middle.
Yeah, well, Exhibit A, Negreanu with his 6 big blind stack, essentially now all in with a couple of fevers.
Folds around the Fox and we
You have 100
100 more, yep.
10.
And you're not going to get me to fold. I don't care how tough you are.
Okay.
I'm pot committed,
That's
bro.
good to know.
I'm not folding.
10 seconds.
Don't even think about it.
Time extension.
He's considering. Get that in
Is
with
that
just a
collusion
queen
that I
10.
told him that?
Yeah. The police will be after you.
Yeah,
after
he's
that.
like, well, during a hand, you can't. Can't give away
Imagine
such.
this is quite crispy. That's the deliberation from Fox, and I guess it's close, Jeff. I would have expected a fold, but
6 bigs.
maybe Negreanu can clearly shove worse off of his stack. He is
What'd
going to
you
do
do?
it.
Call.
Good boy. Yeah, no raise, right? Whatever.
Careful.
Let's see flop turn a river.
Yeah.
You know, and then we'll
See what
chat.
happens.
We'll have a-
Negreanu with
we'll have a
100K
chit chat.
behind.
But don't bluff. That's stupid.
Why would I?
Yeah. When should I bet is the question. I'm just trying to think, like, theoretically. When I max fold, I think the turn is where I bet.
Maybe.
But he won't fold anyway. Probably. I think the turn is the place.
10, 8,
Let's see,
4.
Hold on. You know what? My hand's so good. I don't even care.
All diamonds. Negreanu is the 5 of diamonds. Unfortunately,
Wait, you flopped the
diamonds
flush?
are covered.
Is it a good one or a bad one?
Small.
Okay.
Small.
5 high.
Yeah. Exactly. 100.
I have outs then.
Oh, God, you would be crushed. What do you mean?
Crushed indeed is Daniel
He said five
Negreanu.
high. I'm like, that's me.
He's going to need a
I guess I
5.
need a 5. Or 6, 7.
We've seen a lot of runouts like that so far today. So.
Yeah.
Daniel Negreanu.
Still a 5. Doesn't change anything.
That's true. Looking for a 5 on the river. Can the 2021
Yeah, what's
PokerGO
gonna
Cup
happen?
champion
Keep this one
stay
close.
alive?
Want to hurt feelings.
It's like, you're done, Daniel.
Oh, it's
It was
close.
a heart. All right.
6 of hearts.
GG, that was a blast.
Needed the 5 of hearts.
Oh,
It's a good
See you
game
guys.
to Daniel Negreanu out in 7th place.
that's about
34K.
as unfortunate as it gets. Comes in here second and chips third. And out the door
I'll take my
first.
nutcase with me.
Nutcase.
Chocolate milk from cashews. Only a few ingredients. 5 grams of protein. Plant-based, naturally sweetened. Great for recovery and brain health. That's Nutcase. You can find at nutcase.com. What a good
Thank
pitch.
you, Daniel. That's
Hey,
a
that's
great
not my
promo.
first rodeo.
See you, Dan.
Sounds
Yeah, where's
pretty
my
good. I
phone?
like a little
You just made
nutcase.
more for that
Yeah,
than
now
the
I'm in
cake.
after that sales pitch.